Hey guys, what's going on? McDonald23 back with another video, and today we got something a little bit different for you. Now, if you guys are keeping up with the MLB The Show 19 schedule on the front page of the game, you'll see right here, January 7th, we get the off-season event. 3 new Signature Series players in the new event. So this is probably one of our last chances to see new Signature Series cards added to the game. And today, I'm going to be telling you guys the cards that I definitely think we need to see as Signature Series cards before MLB 19 wraps up. Now, the first 2 cards that I'm going to mention right here, these are cards that I would pretty much say I need it! And the first one of those cards is Rich Gossage. I don't think this is going to surprise anyone. This card has been in the game since day 1. This card has been in here so long that I almost have 300 innings with him as a closing pitcher. I mean, this guy has been here forever. I mean, look at all these stats I've accumulated with him. It has been so long with this guy, and I think it would be right to see a Signature Series. He'd probably be the top tier reward in the event, but I'm completely fine with that. I usually play them, so I don't mind grinding that out. I think this would be an amazing card to add to the event. And the other guy that I also think that I really need to see is Orel Hershiser's Signature Series. He has his 92, which is already really good. If we make a Signature Series, this card is going to appear everywhere, but I'm okay with that. I mean, some variety in pitching rotations. I definitely would like to try that card out. This 92 just doesn't really cut it, I don't think, for me at least, for a ranked seasons rotation. But I mean, some people still do it. But yeah, I definitely think a Signature Series Hershiser would be amazing. Now, for the rest of the guys on this list, I'm not saying I need them. They would just be nice to have, at least for me personally. I think the first 2 guys, Goose and Hershiser, we need to see in this event. I don't know who the third one is going to be, but I really want to see Goose and Hershiser. I think the community does too, but another guy I think we could see, Joe Carter. He's had this card since release day, 87 overall, decent, but nowhere near usable anymore, at least in ranked seasons. I'd like to see a Signature Series, really good power card, maybe even more boosted against lefties, get some vision, get some defense, and the card would be fun to use. Another guy a lot of people are speculating to see is Paul Konerko. His highest card is an 82 gold. I'm not sure when it released in terms of the year, but it has definitely been out here a while, and there has been no other Paul Konerko cards. So seeing a Signature Series would make sense, because this is like, you know, it'd be a way to use Paul Konerko, especially as a White Sox fan, you want to see him. This card's not even awful as a gold, I mean hitting-wise, but then fielding-wise, yeah, you definitely want that bump up. I think this would be a fun card to test out in like VR if he had a Sig, and I would definitely not be opposed to it. Well, the next guy is pretty much certified cheese, but he could still get a Signature Series card. You guys know him, it's Kenny Lofton. Now, I think he's going to be in the same boat with Ichiro Suzuki, so if Kenny Lofton does get the Signature Series, which he could, I think it's actually going to be worse than this card right here. So I actually don't want to see it, because with Ichiro Suzuki, in my opinion, I think the 93 is still better than the Sig, just because of the way that the power has made the Sig line out more. I don't know, that's what I've seen at least. But I don't know, I think this Kenny Lofton right here is going to be the best version of him. So honestly, I don't really need to see the Sig. I mean, I wouldn't hate it, I'd try it out. Maybe it'd be something different, maybe it'd be even cheesier. But honestly, I just don't know, I just don't see it, but you never know. Next up is Andrew Jones. Like Rich Gossage, he has been here since day 1. Day 1. First inning program, Andrew Jones. I don't know how many people picked this card. I haven't even used him. So I would definitely not be opposed to seeing a Signature Series. So I'd get to try out an Andrew Jones card. I think it would make sense because, like I was saying, he's been here so long in the game. It would just make sense to give him that Sig. The next guy up is also a part of the first inning program, Cy Young. So potentially, we could literally just have the first inning program be turned into Signature Series cards and make that the last event. It would make sense. I could see it. You know, you take the first inning program and you're like, bam, now there's Sigs. But I don't know if we're going to actually see Cy Young as a Sig Series card. I think this card is pretty good. Definitely have some experience with it. But, I mean, if he has a Sig, I would be down to use it. Maybe even in ranked, I don't know. I mean, there are some spots in my rotation that I'm still, like, not 100% sure about, so a Sig Cy Young could sneak its way into my rotation. And then, of course, there's Alan Trammell, shortstop. I actually didn't mind this card too much. I mean, he came from the XP award system. He wasn't the most, like, you know, favorite card to use, but he's not bad. and he definitely could get a Sig, maybe with some pop. I don't really know. I'm not really sure how he played back in 1987, but yeah, I mean, this card wasn't even the worst. I don't mind his swing. I think his Sig would be decent. Another shortstop for some people that don't have the you know, like the Honus Wagners in the game, you know, they could consider starting this kind of card. Then, of course, there was Cliff Lee. Now, Cliff Lee has had a couple versions of cards in the game already, but I still think he'd be decent. This is actually a card I've thrown a perfect game with this year, online, 9 innings, or it wasn't really online, but it was Outfit Squads, still counts. Cliff Lee was definitely a goon. I would be so down. I would love to see a signature series. Cliff Lee, I honestly think he would dominate. Up next, we got Rob Dibble. This guy's also been here since day one. One of the 12 and over rewards you could get. I'm not sure if he got a Sig, if he would get another pitch. I don't know this. I don't really know Rob Dibble. I'm not sure if he had another pitch, but some pitchers do that where they get one in their Sig card, but he would definitely get more control, which would probably make him a card that would actually be viable to use in that case. So a Rob Dibble Sig series, once again, I could see it. Like, all of these are possible. It's just which one are they going to actually do? We just don't know. And the last guy I'm going to talk about for today, there is a reason he's last. I do not want to see a Warren Spahn signature series. Not because I don't think he'd be good, not because I don't think he'd be bad, but because I just don't want to see this card in games, honestly. His rotation just takes forever. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's pretty much it. If he got a Sig series, I don't know. His rotation just takes forever, man. I don't know why it has to be that long. I mean, I guess that's what he probably did in real life, right? But geez, man, I'd be shocked if they picked Warren Spahn out of all these guys that I mentioned to be the Sig series. I 100% doubt it. I don't think we're seeing him. So yeah, those are the players I think we could see getting signature series in the off-season event. So check it out on the 7th to see who we're getting. I mean, I'm excited, and if I had to give you guys 3 players right now at who I think we are going to see, I'm going to give you Rich Gossage, I'm going to give you Oral Hershiser, and Paul Konerko. That's who I want to see. That's who I think we're going to see. I hope at least one of them, right? Yeah, that's what I think. Leave your ideas in the comments below who you guys think we are going to see. But yeah, that's just my idea. And thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.